Does your veterinarian have to love your pet?
Hello, my dear friends. Today, I would like to talk about something that is very dear and close to my heart, and that is due to my recent
Experience
with Don Pepas and his health. And apparently, his health it's very, very normal. It's just because I was worried and concerned that I had to go to the vet and I got subjected to all kinds of things that didn't benefit my pet, didn't benefit Don Pepas, didn't benefit me as the pet owner, but benefited only to the business of veterinary establishment where I do him to. And that brought me to the point where I would like to ask a question. And the question is, does your vet have to like your pet? Does your pet feel responsible for the pet that is brought to the vet? When did it come to the point that the veterinary help turned out to be just a money-making machine and they completely disregard the well-being of the animals, well-being of the pet owners, and all they care about is just safety of their staff? That's literally what I was told by the veterinarian doctor where I took my cat. And I took my cat, Don Pepas, you all know him, to the clinic that is nearby my house. And I understand that is probably because I chose this place of the distance, that it's less than 2 miles away from the house, so it's not such a long trip for Don Pepas. It's not far to go. And before that, we were going to another clinic that was next to this one, and that we had small problems, but still Don Pepas was feisty, and the doctor in the previous establishment said that the cat needs to be sedated before taken to the hospital or to the clinic. Otherwise, the services will be refused. And that was the first obstacle. That's how I ended up being at this clinic, Toro Park Animal Hospital. And the first time when we got there, again, the doctor was able to administer a shot of antibiotic to Don Pepas because that was just the cosmetic problem that Don Pepas had that required just the shot of antibiotic, and that problem would go away. And then as he was aging, I became more and more concerned that maybe he would need to have some blood panel done or something, and that came to the point where the doctor said that no way, we are not going to take him without any medication, so the cat has to be sedated in order to receive veterinary help. And I, as an owner of the cat, I felt really very vulnerable and helpless that I on my own cannot administer a pill to a cat. I know that you would say that there is a special pill dispenser for cats, and there is special tricks that you can trick your cats with. But I am such a person that I cannot harm an animal, even for the animal's own good. So anyway, I took my cat to the doctor and I was refused the service. We were refused the service for the first time. And so where I'm going with this, my latest encounter with the vet was last week when I took my cat for the ultrasound examination, an ultrasound exam of his abdomen, because I was thinking that he was throwing up a little bit more often, and he had diarrhea. and we were suggested to go on a diet, and Don Pepas lost weight on that diet. So I came to pick up my cat from the clinic, and first of all, the doctor refuses to talk to me in person because she prefers to talk on the phone. I dropped my cat in the morning. He went through the procedure, and then the doctor calls me, and I said, listen, I am at work. I'm not able to answer your call. But luckily, when she called me, I was already in my car driving on the way to pick Don Pepas up. And I said, I'm literally like 3 minutes away from the parking lot. I'll get there to the office and you'll tell me everything in person. She said, no, I'm going to tell you right now because my next appointment already waiting and I won't have time for you to talk when you even in 3 minutes arrive. So our conversation went beyond those 3 minutes, and I was finishing the conversation while parked at the parking lot at the hospital, being on the phone with a doctor who refused to talk to me in person. So I understand, and I can go on and on and on and on. It was a very heartbreaking experience. And then I don't know who calculated the dosage for Don Pepas, because he lost weight on that diet. Again, healthy, perfectly healthy cat. That's what she was saying, that, I didn't find anything during that exam, that ultrasound didn't show anything bad with your cat. So he's healthy. And then she is, they returning me cat. So they clipped his clothes. And I do it all the time, but that is very hard, very short. I don't know, maybe he is hurting because he's still picking his clothes and on both front paws and back paws, and apparently he is not that comfortable. It took him more than 24 hours to recover from that sedation. He literally couldn't sleep all night after being sedated. Then since he was discharged, I was recommended to go on to gastroenterological diet. And since Purina didn't work, I decided to go Royal Canin. And I don't know, the doctor is not listening to me. I said, well, I am willing to buy smalls. This is very nice, natural diet. She said, no, we need to go through other 3 times. We have the Hills veterinary diet, Hills diet, we have Royal Canin, and we have Purina. But on Purina, he lost a pound. And I'm really very concerned now. When I'm petting Don Pepas, I can count all his bones, and it breaks my heart every time I look at him and I see his shaved belly, and he still is not himself. I don't know what to do. So the conclusion is, I can go on and on and on. My cat technically was healthy and is healthy. Hopefully, he needs to regain his weight. But because of the procedure that couldn't be handled well by the veterinarian, I received a wrecked cat back. So a cat was a broken cat when I received him back. Literally, the cat wasn't in need of any procedure. I understand that it's a business. First of all, they require a deposit, $300, and then it's not refundable once you decide to change your mind 48 hours in advance. And I understand it's their choice to conduct their business. But at what point in this country, in the United States of America, did the help to the brothers, our furry brothers, furry children, did the help become purely business? Where did compassion go? Where did this care for our animals go? I don't understand that. And when the doctors looking at you as the nuisance to do to your pet whatever they want, and then they handle them like I don't know. I think that the cattle at the ranch is handled better than the well-cared and loved animal and the member of the family being handled in some of the veterinary clinics. So my point is, do they need to like your pet? Do they have to like your pet? Well, I understand that if you're going to invest emotionally into every pet, then you won't last as the professional for a very long time. And I'm well aware medical profession, be there oncology or general practice or surgery or anything, because I mean the doctors are humans too. But when we are dealing with vets, when we are dealing with our animals who we love unconditionally, and those pets, they do trust you unconditionally, you're the only person who is responsible for their well-being. And when I, on the recommendation of the vet, was starving my cat for months, going on that diet and seeing that he doesn't like it, but I was thinking that that was for his own good. And when I was discharged with nothing more as recommendation to maybe buy another food, and I said, hey, you prohibit me from feeding my cat something else, but you're not giving me anything in particular what to feed him with. So do you suggest that I continue starving my cat? So I felt so helpless. I felt, I don't know, for sure I am not taking my cat there again. But what to do next when my cat is in need real care, where to go? I don't know. I feel like there is no place to take my cat to. And where how did we end up being in a place where we are? We are, as the nation, the country which is proudly saving cats and dogs and building lots of animal shelters and helping animals in need, and we have a SPCA and we have other services. How come we came to the point where the veterinarian doesn't give a damn about your animal and doesn't care about you as the responsible pet owner and loving pet owner? So the question is, do they have to love your pet? Do I need to hold them responsible for the condition that my cat is now? I don't know. You tell me. I would be very interested in reading your comments. So yeah, I understand that your cat is your cat and you love him dearly, but do they need to love your cat? Does your veterinarian have to love your pet? It is what it is. So I don't know. I am frustrated. Today is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, fourth day since we came from the doctor, and my cat is still not feeling good. But I, as always, look forward to hearing from you. Talk to you soon.